that current NBFC regulation do not allow us to do it directly, and therefore we are forced to choose whenever party comes. Now, it all depends on the party's concerns also, that what is their convenience. If I'm into one business and I want 5 crore rupees, I will always find it convenient and I will choose that you give me one party rather than 50 parties to deal with, because investment is coming directly. So it is not only their choice, but the other parties also that is there, whose choice is to be taken care of. Secondly, the investor also has certain preferences. I want to choose this investment, I want to choose that investment, and therefore they cannot say no all the time. Third is, if you are a small investor and if you do not have time to monitor your investment, let us not be attached emotionally to one business or two business. You trust your, that this much money I have, and you can allow Rehbar, because they are on the ground, to choose investment for you in that case. So rather than saying that no, go sports only because I am a sporty person or something like. So you allow, but so ultimately your purpose will be solved, because they will be trying to address your requirement in as many possible ways as many convenient ways as possible. But at the same time, there are other constraints also which are forcing them to take certain decisions. But as we go along, inshallah, with the experience accumulated, I think it is very important, not only for you but also for Rehbar, to diversify their investment into different kind of risk segment, including the amount, including the time, including the other aspects. So that I think will come over a period of time.
Assalamu alaikum. Myself Feroz Ahmad. So lot of people are asking for a small investment. Why not we educate them about the businesses, opportunities we have in Chennai, Bangalore, whatever city we have. We have a lot of experts. So that person can do some 2 lakh rupees invest in Chennai, Sokapet, any area. He can earn by himself. They should be self-sufficient to do businesses. That will be a good idea, inshallah. And only one suggestion, I will finish. As Rakhib Sahab told, lot of people, they don't know that we have some halal banking. We are trying from 10 years, 15 years. We should have a digital marketing. They should be reachable to the like-minded people easily, inshallah.
Inshallah, we'll take both the suggestions. And in fact, Rehbar's goal, whenever it starts a regional office, is to connect local investors with local businesses. So that way, they can even meet with the businesses face-to-face, talk to them. We have a monthly investors meet. And we highly recommend that the investors come and meet the entrepreneurs with whom they have invested. So that it is not just a check which is going and a check which is coming, but you have a personal connect. Yeah, inshallah.
No, already it is there. You can put your request to invest, and Rehbar has options. So
he is suggesting that they can start the business on their own, which is also good. But then,
inshallah,
most of the IT professionals or even others, they may not have the spare time to do it. That's all.
No, we will facilitate, alhamdulillah. No, our point here is something very encouraging. Alhamdulillah. Any more questions, brothers? Yeah.
This is about the turnaround time. So if I require 50 crores, then how long will it take for that to materialize? Turnaround time.
New business.
No, general existing business who requires say 50 crore amount. And how long will it take for them to get the money?
You're talking about when the business will actually start seeing the investment? Oh, okay. Yeah. So most of the time there is a 1 month gap. So we give 1 month to the entrepreneur to actually deploy the money and start seeing the benefit from that. So from end of 2nd month onwards, you should start seeing the returns. Exit. Oh, okay, fine. Yeah, okay, sorry. Yes, we do. So that depends on the business. Typically for the larger businesses which are wanting a high amount of money, their books and everything will be already quite good. So that way, scrutinizing that and then seeing what the projections are. Normally, larger deals typically take less time than the smaller deals. For most of the social deals, what happens is when they approach us, they come with scraps of paper saying, this is what I did and this is what I do and so on and so forth. So then we go give them a book and say, now start entering these things in this format. And we'll say you enter for 2 months, then we'll come back and check how the things are going. Then we'll decide whether we want to invest in your business or not. So for a small business, if they are not keeping the books, then it typically takes 2 to 3 months before they can start getting the investment. For the larger deals, the turnaround time will be whether we have enough investors to satisfy that amount. So if today someone comes with 50 crores, it probably will take us 5-6 months before we can raise that 50 crore requirement. Because our investor base is not big enough to raise 50 crores like that, right? So it depends on these things. But in terms of structuring a deal, for the larger deals, typically it takes only a few weeks.
Assalamu alaikum, Shamsuddin my name. One question, now we attended this session. What is next, going forward for us?
When Brother Rashid was designing this, I asked him, why are you putting my name on the top? He said, no, that has to be visible first. No, alhamdulillah, see, the model is there. In fact, I should thank Rehbar team for agreeing to come to Chennai, because what they said, I mean, in the presentation, it's 3 years since they have started in Bangalore and come to this, this Islamic index or Halal index, alhamdulillah. Now we need time, meaning to understand ourselves and to put the roadmap. They are ready in terms of extending their support. See, more than money, the expertise is what is the need of the hour and which is most valuable. And alhamdulillah, with the team in front of us and the design that they have, it is left to us to make the best use of it, both from the investor perspective and the business perspective. So alhamdulillah, Tamil Nadu is being introduced to Rehbar now. Now we people have to show what is the best business model we have and the investment we can make, inshallah. So opportunity is already there. What brother highlighted, deal in the pipeline, what is it? Manu Hospital, huh? Manu Hospital, alhamdulillah, is there. Once I think they go to the next stage of doing the due diligence, and it will be hosted in there, posted there, and we can, from the investor's perspective, inform them that we are interested.
So the first thing is to go to the website and register yourself as an interested investor or an interested business entrepreneur. Okay, then based on that, you will start getting emails and regular updates from Rehbar in terms of opportunities which are available, and then you can decide how to. And, also, I think, like Musa said, like I mentioned earlier, if there is sufficient interest here, then we would like to set up a regional office in Chennai, just like the way we have set it up in Mumbai. But that depends on the kind of interest that, alhamdulillah, just be more than, inshallah. One thing is, this is the most interactive session we have had. So, we normally don't get so many questions from a session.
Yeah. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Abdul Razak. I'm an RT professional. So I have been hearing all this thing. Okay. So my only grievance is that most of the Muslims in India typically don't know where to invest. The money is just with them. They are afraid to invest, or they just invest, or whatever is available in the market. You know that story, all this kind of stuff. The real problem here, I feel, is the knowledge that is not there. Basically, what exactly has to be done, who are the right set of people, whom to trust, whom to not to trust. These are the basic questions that people are very afraid to invest anywhere. It's not that Rehbar or AICL or anyone or Tata Index or whatever it is, they are all there. But still, people are very afraid to go and invest on that, because the people in India, Muslims and all things, they are all hardworking people, and they don't really trust anyone basically, especially the government side. To be frank, government side also they don't trust. And we know everywhere that anywhere AICL or whatever the kind of thing starts, and there is some kind of guy called a Subramanian Swami comes and does his job. So basically we know that there are lots of hindrance and there are lots of things. The brothers who have money and all those things, they save a lot. They are very happy to keep in saving banks, but not to go to any other market and invest at all kind of stuff. And this is a sad story of, I'm not sure whether only Muslims, but other community also may be having this kind of problem. And the only thing is that we still, like for example, people who are sitting here, they will be not 100% confident whether to go and invest in Rehbar, to be frank. Okay, I don't know, there's a lack of knowledge or lack of trust or whatever it is. People are afraid. How to remove this afraidness from the people? How to go and approach them? How to educate them? This has to be a step taken not only by only Rehbar or something like that. This has to be a community issue everywhere. How to disseminate this knowledge of what is the right way and all this kind of stuff. And the second part is to Ismail Bhai, because you are going to start something in Chennai, I believe so, right? It's already there. Okay. Okay, so just in a lighter note, when are you going to face Mr. Subramaniam Swamy?
Okay, so let me just. Yeah. Yeah. So the two things. One is whatever you are saying as a negative, I actually see as a positive, frankly, because it is not good to trust everyone. There are a lot of Ponzi schemes which are going around. There are a lot of schemes in the name of Islamic investment which have come, which have looted people and gone because they came with the wrong intention. And also there have been people who have come with the right intention, but because of lack of professionalism, they have lost money. So we are actually starting from a negative base. We are not starting from ground, right? So we have to recover that and then go up. So that's one this thing. But the lack of trust that way is good. I mean, the onus has to be on Rehbar to prove to the people that we are trustworthy. And people should take it skeptic in terms of being, believing whatever is being told. It is good that people actually look in a little deeper and find out. Now, one of the steps that we have taken is to avoid taking the money directly so that the investors still have a level of control and they know exactly where their money is going. So to that extent, there is a control within the investor, and hopefully that will give them a little bit more confidence in terms of investing the money or not. And the reason, again, like Sharikin sir said, we are doing it as a consultancy so that we don't get into this legal and enforcement traps, because the deals are now individual deals. So if Subramaniam Swamy has to go, he has to file 50 cases, not one case against Rehbar, right? And that is the.
Yeah, I also want to add to Brother Sharif said that we should not be shying off simply because some people are doing something to us or some people are not liking us. I think whatever we think is right, and this is, as everybody in this speeches said, this is a way of life given by our Creator. We have a duty to take it and go forward. There will be obstacles. Inshallah, we'll cross the obstacles also. Yeah.
I have slightly different take. You see, number one, Rehbar is not panacea for all community problems. So let us not be so excited that it is going to, whitewash all the things and then think. Let us take it in the context in which it is trying to address certain problems, as an inspiration, and there are different ways of doing things. We have made mistakes, no doubt about it. Islamic finance has suffered problem. We have also faced problems from unscrupulous elements, where many a times people go out of greed, and when they fail, they blame Islamic finance. So that is also a case. So as long as we are getting profit 30%, we don't check. And the moment it goes away with money, we start blaming Islamic finance. So let us be balanced about it. There is a saying that trusting everyone is dangerous, but not trusting anyone is more dangerous. So we have to be trust someone and put our faith and try to give him some space and some time to learn also from mistakes. We all are human beings, we have made mistakes. As we have made mistakes in our personal decisions, we will most likely make mistakes in our public decisions also. But there is a genuine demand, genuine commitment to come out and provide solutions. This may take some time. This all depends on how committed Chennai teams turn out to be. No, there's no way or there's no interest to take money from here to Bangalore or elsewhere, right? It is all, if you have good investment, please do it here only. You collect yourself, start doing another Rehbar, no problem. That is what we want also to show. So it is not urgent that only Rehbar is claiming to be a right of the community's Islamic finance assets and investments. You can start tomorrow, and we'll be very happy to say that Alhamdulillah, someone got inspired and started doing on his own. So that also is a thing. So I think we need to be little balanced in our criticism as well as hope, inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Muhyiddin Ghazali. Actually, I am in Saudi Arabia for the last 30 years. Yeah, just my curiosity is, what is the lowest investment you have received so far, and what is the highest investment you received so far? What is the benefit, profit you are giving to them monthly? Okay. Before that, I wanted to share my experience also. For the last 30 years, 30 years, I had been working as a clerk supervisor in Saudi Arabia. For the last 15 years, I am doing business as international freight forwarder. Okay. Then, okay, Alhamdulillah, through my experience, I am doing business in Saudi Arabia. After that, I wanted to do business in India. Nearly in around 20 business, I invested money, I lost it. It is a fact. Not only this fact, actually many people like me, working as NRI, they invested money and they also lost. Okay, they did not have any experience. At least I had experience. I have experience. I also lost it. Now recently what I learned from that, I did not do the proper study of people and also business. Alhamdulillah, it is really very much happy to hear that the Rehbar is giving hand-holding for the business. Alhamdulillah, I am very much happy to see this development. I pray Almighty Allah to develop this. I need an answer to my question.
Okay, the lowest so far which you have taken in one case, generally as I said, 25,000 is the minimum investment amount. But in one case we made an exception. The lowest we took was 5,000 investment amount. So we did that. And the highest total investment I think will be about 1 crore of investment by an investor. Return on investments, average I said is about 24% return on investment so far. But as I mentioned, typically in these cases, the returns tend to decline over a period of time because that's when you start getting some challenges. I think in the long term, the average would be around 18%. That's my feeling, inshallah. Amount. Okay, so basically 18% would imply for 1 lakh you get 18,000 in a year. Yeah, and average right now is 24%. So according to today's average, if I say on 1 lakh you get 24,000, which means about 2,000 profit every month, average. Okay. Yeah, so okay, just divide by 4 is 500. Yeah. Yeah. Was it? Which no, this is before charges. Yeah. So after charges, for example, for the first year, 1.5% goes initially, and about 0.5% goes in monitoring. So instead of 24, you get 22 for the first year. Second year, of course, there's no charges, so you get 24% total.
Assalamu alaikum. Satak. I'm in inventory investment advisory myself. I'd like to know. I mean, my question was, exactly what the brother. What is the kind of return an investor can expect? So he gave the answer for that. Another question is, I mean, on whose side will you be working, whether it's a buy side or a sell side?
There, generally when asked what is the model, I tend to tell people that we are sort of an investment banking. So in fact, this actually differentiates. The answer to this question is we are on neither side. We are a neutral party. We neither represent the business nor the investor. So for Alhamdulillah. Okay, Allah's side
Isn't it a little challenging, in that case? I mean, on whose side your loyalty is? In that,
yeah, exactly. So we try to be a neutral party. So basically, we, for example, if we were on the side of the business, we would try to get the minimum return on investment from the investors to the business, and that way we will be unfair to the investors because they don't have any representative from their side, and vice versa. Okay. So that's the reason why. And the other thing is, for example, if we are on this, I mean, the idea is to have a fair deal, basically. So, example, okay, if you have to be on an investor side, a lot of times the promoters do not know what is a fair return on investment which they should give. For example, we could tell them you can give a 40% return on investment. If you are on investor side, we'll tell them to do that, and that will be unfair to the promoters because they do not know what is fair. And so, in that context, we try to be fair. We represent neither sides, and we advise them according to what we think is fair.
Inshallah. That's interesting. And by the way, once the investment is done, I mean, how long do you stay in the deal? As in, hand holding or whatever?
From the beginning to the end. In fact, as I mentioned, the easiest part for us is to get the deal done. The most difficult part is to do the monitoring, and the most difficult part is to get the exit. So we inshallah try to be with the investor right from the beginning till the end of the deal.
Okay. Thank you, brother.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Raja Mohammed. What I understand for the last 3-4 years with Mr. Ismail said is we are trying to find a way to keep away from the interest payment to the bank or interest collecting from the bank. This is our main purpose of talking all this. Promising 18% or 20% or encouraging 18% or 20% to the investors with this kind of thing will not encourage the investors for 10%, 8%, 9%. But in business, we have seen a lot of the finance companies who have started paying 18% interest, 20% interest, 15% interest or more than that, have not done well, in my opinion. So the business really is available for making 10%, I mean, I'm not talking about the interest, but the profit on the investment is possible. So it's better we encourage the investors with the benchmark of 10% or 8% or 12%, not with 18%, 20%, 21%, which will not encourage the business people to come in to take the opportunity for the investment. So this is my humble opinion.
Jazakallah, brother. Alhamdulillah, now we'll summarize and close this session, inshallah, after which we have the prayer in the second floor. This is the first floor, so one floor above, and we have arranged lunch for all of you brothers, so kindly join us. After thanking Almighty Allah for having given me and everyone this opportunity to be here today, I have to thank all the panel members for having taken the pain to come here from different parts of India. So on behalf of everyone, I thank all the members here on the dais. It's been a very interactive, at the same time informative, above everything, an Islamic session, alhamdulillah. What I wanted to personally say before I close this is an opportunity which Allah has showed us. Because right from the name, Rehbar, this is to guide on this investment perspective. When we don't have anything, we say we don't have anything, but when we have something, we still say we have only something. This is unfortunately the situation we have. And to move forward, because since 2008 I have spent little time, and I should thank Dr. Sharik Nisar for this, who's been an inspiration for me, and he was introduced by Rakib Saab and Mufti Rizvi from Sri Lanka. There is a team that we were working here, alhamdulillah. We were only advising all the while on whatever people know. It's not that we were telling anything that we don't know. All the while the presentations on riba is what everyone we know. But unfortunately, when it comes to implementing that, people had a list of, ifs and buts. I attended a session with Yawar Bey, and this is the question I asked him, and that the following was the reply. I have to mention that. It was in 97 when I met him here when he came for a conference, and I asked him, brother, I'm into leather business, I have 75 lakh loan, I need to do 10 crores, I'm a third generation entrepreneur. His reply, like always, is straight and simple. He said, don't put too many preconditions to your question. You remove all these preconditions, you will get your reply yourself by the grace of Allah. So we are trying to put a lot of preconditions. The problem is not that the solution is not in front of us. We don't want to take it. And alhamdulillah, so that journey from 2008 till today has been more of academic, more of advisory. But when I got to know about Rehbar through Dr. Sharik, this is where the investors and the promoters are having something to benefit from. So let's all pray for the activities and growth of Rehbar. And inshallah, to the team Rehbar, I will always tell them, Tamil Nadu is equally better place to be safe and for investment. May Allah help each one of us with this dua, and we'll finish. Allahumma kfini bi halalika and haramika waghnini bi fadlika man siwak. Subhanallah bihamdi, subhanakallahumma bihamdika. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Jazakallah khair. Now we have lunch arranged. Prayer is in the second floor. Ablution is in, for the men here, and there is also in the second floor. Jazakallah khair.